Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 26th of October. Starting off looking at the news today. Only news out this morning is this morning, it's this afternoon, is US new home sales, and that is a non-mover. I don't even know why it comes up on the list at the moment. It really doesn't move the market, so there's nothing today. Then we've just left to traders to catch up on the very fact that we've changed the time back to Greenwich Mean Time over in the UK here. It's British summertime's finished and the summer's certainly gone away. Anyway, let's look at these charts and start looking at the euro dollar. And well, euro trying to do something here this morning. Let's just go back to that daily for a minute. It had been picking up Friday, picked up, and it looks like it wants to continue its trend toward the prior highs there. One thing to bear in mind today is that we've got the weekly pivot sitting below, and that might just draw the price down at some stage. Let me just put these pivots right on here. At the moment we've got the wrong pivots. Let's just switch time to daily bar. There we go. That's it. So see where the pivots are, that's better. So we're banging on to around about the daily pivot at the moment. So as I say, really, this bars finishes in about 13 minutes, so we're bullish engulfing. You'd expect a bit of a continuation from that. We'll see post 8 o'clock. That's where we are on the euro. Looking, erring towards the bullish side, but I'm not discounting that weekly pivot or the draw of that weekly pivot below. Okay, pound. So the pound, well, it's bearish. Harami on Thursday. Friday saw sell-off, and it's seen a selling off at the moment. It's really in a downward trend at the moment. Let's have a look here. Down lower highs, lower lows all the way through here. It has got a daily pivot above. Might be enough to draw price up again this morning. We'll see how that works out, but it's around its weekly pivot, maybe enough to draw it off. Why it's just sold off quite so much? Well, I know we've got the Brexit. The Brexit talks are back on, so well, maybe it's sell on the news, or sell on the reality. Anyway, we'll see what happens here, but as I say, it does look like it could have a bit of a draw. If the euros are pushing up as well, that may help. Okay, dollar yen. Yen, well, it's like a up and down, up at the moment, heading back just towards its average there. Higher lows going through. It's a bit of a mess. It's looking like it wants to switch around again, where we're sitting into its weekly pivot, daily pivot, all very pinched from Friday on the yen. It's no real change here, as the ranges in the yen have really fallen away. Okay, not much to do there then for me. Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar trying its best as to bounce last week, selling off a little bit today, down to its weekly pivot. Now, just watch this morning to see if we get a bounce from here. So it's already ticked off that weekly pivot. Daily pivot wise, well, that's above and already been hit, but see, we're just on this hourly bar trying to put some sort of maybe a bottom in here for the Aussie dollar this morning, so just need to watch that. That could be a bounce. It may be safer. There's a trend line across the highs here. It may be safer to wait for that to be broken. Let's just pop that on there. There we go. If you're really wanting to go long Aussie on the longer time, in a longer time frame. Okay, Canadian dollar. So would expect this to be coming off if everything else was coming off. At the moment, it's catching the dollar itself is catching the bid side of things here, trying to put in higher lows. So we'll see how it goes. It's not far off of putting a higher low, and if it breaks these prior mid high there, well, that will have confirmed a higher low on that. So moving in that direction. Higher lows on the hourlies here confirmed on Friday later. Yeah, maybe more upside there. Has got a daily and weekly pivot that could draw it to the downside below, though. Just watch out for that. And in fact, if the euro etc. really start pushing, well, this might also be on for those two levels. But again, it could easily bounce off that. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar's trying its best. It's pushed up last week, all 3 days there. It remains for a lot of the time the sort of stronger currency sitting around here. It's got a weekly pivot below, which could be a draw at some stage. Just struggling along really. You look at it on an hourly basis, and it's really struggling. It's on its daily pivot. It may push up towards those highs of last week, but slow at the moment. But the high lows, high highs run through on that New Zealand dollar, so still, as I say, the stronger currency for now. Okay, that's pretty much it on the currencies. Let's have a look at oil. Just oil coming off. This is helping the Canadian dollar, or the dollar against the Canadian dollar, I should say. This drop off on oil here, certainly off sharpish this morning. Just breaking through just about everything there. It has got the weekly and daily pivots above. If it starts turning around in later UK session after 2 o'clock, 2:30 sort of time, we might see a move back towards that. That could be targets if it does do that. Leaving it alone at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the S&Ps. So S&Ps really just at the moment just selling off here again, just seeing further continuation of this move, lower highs, lower lows. This could just be in a slow drift. It may chop sideways. We saw it quite choppy sideways last week for quite long periods of time. We could just see much of a muchness carrying on here. So that's where we are. I will leave it there. I wish you a great day, and we'll be back in the morning. Bye for now.